Hi there, lovely people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Around 9 something here, 9:12, sorry, 9:15, around 9:20. So I am going to be doing a couple of videos for you. First episode is going to be an individual review, which is an Armaf fragrance. Okay, and Armaf is a house I did a few days back. One niche sapphire fragrance. That was like after a long time I got that Armaf. Then I got another Armaf. This is, I think, a new release. I think the name is called Armaf Ego Tigre or Tiger. Okay, this version. So we'll talk about it. There are already a few reviews on it, and I knew what this was cloning. I still got it. So this basically is that Aventus DNA, which is so rare. Like you cannot find this at anywhere. It's the most rare fragrance ever. The DNA, it's so rare. You guys already catching what I'm trying to say. So this is basically the 100,000th clone of Aventus, and from Armaf maybe 50th, like 50th or something. Because this DNA is so popular, they keep doing it. I have another fragrance, like at the back, that is also from Latafa. I'll review that maybe tomorrow. That is also sort of like a pineapple-y heavy fragrance. So let's see what we got here. And Armaf, I'll tell you before I start, Armaf was sort of my first love when I got Pseudonym. I basically got many other Armafs, and I reviewed, I think, maybe a couple of other reviewers did maybe more than me, but I did a lot of Armaf reviews. If you search by Armaf Joy Amin on YouTube, you'll see I covered and bought many fragrances in the past, which many people don't even have. Okay, so we'll see what you get. So this one is a 2024 release. I think this is the batch, and this is how the box looks. Really cool. I like the tiger, and it's Tigre basically, and it says Sterling Perfumes is distributor. Up there it says Armaf. Really nice. It's like feels like those, when you're children, we used to collect stickers of like, Superman, like cartoon characters, or let's say Transformers and stuff, or the cars. So this feels like a sticker, but it's basically like a glossy stick on, or maybe just printed. Okay, really nice. Side looks like that, looks like kind of exotic. So pretty cool box, I don't mind. Okay, and base you'll find the batch code and all that. So this one I took out the bottle already. Inside says Armaf, and inside there's just like that. I don't like this type of like paper. It kind of feels cheap. The bottle here looks really nice, but the build quality I'll show you is a bit poor. Really nice. It has this suede cover around the bottle. Looks like that. It says Perfume for Men, but basically this is EDP concentration. Okay, and here at the base you'll find all the other information like the box, and this one is like a Zippo lighter, opens up like that. So I think this is plastic. The whole thing is plastic. Inside got glass. Okay, but the quality control I was talking about is here. The stitching sort of is coming off. So sometimes Middle Eastern houses, they have that issue, but for me it's not a deal breaker, but it would be nice if things are a little bit better built. So this one, it's, I don't know if it's magnet or just goes back like that. It reminds me of another fragrance I did long time back. This one I did not see many people reviewing it. This was called Armaf Evoke Man. I reviewed that like so many years back. I looked very different at that time. Yeah, you see that bottle. So they opened like also Zippo lighter, Armaf Edition 1, Evoke Man, and Italiano Donna. I did 3 review in one video long time back. This was like 6 years ago. Let me see the exact date. 27th April 2017, long time back. So let's see what you get. Even though this Aventus clone, it has its own kind of twist as well. It says Armaf on the sprayer. Sprayers are good. Okay, really good sprayer, no issue. Maybe it doesn't feel the most robust, but these are much better than the older style Armaf sprayers, which used to be the most horrific sprayers. Sometimes they would get stuck. They'll go like, like you maybe having like urinary tract infection sort of, which I suffer. It's not funny, but to you maybe it will. So we did not enjoy those Armaf sprayers. They used to get like residue everywhere, and then it would get rusty. I like it. It's like automatic service. It goes back. I don't have to do anything. So anyway, so I was saying this is inspired by Aventus, right? Mighty Aventus, and Aventus already has 1,000 clones, but it still draws me, still attracts me. This DNA, and I would like to see if they offer something else like Hachivat, or Cedrat Bois or sometimes Pineapple Vintage Intense, those style perfumes. I wish to find something a little bit different, like not exactly the same Pseudonym. So there's no point of Pseudonym and few of the other ones, and then again this. So same house, so they should smell different. I have another one like Armaf Niche Bucephalus, that one, and I believe there are a few more Pseudonym type of fragrances. So when I spray this first, this is actually pretty pleasant. First thing, let me tell you, it's very pleasant smell. There's a beautiful bergamot. to my nose. Like it's very citrusy, citrus heavy, and a little bit of creaminess from the beginning. First thing is that, and also there's no alcohol blast, which I really like. It does not smell really cheap. It feels like it's coming to you like Hachivat slash Aventus, pineapple, fruity, bergamot, like all together. It reminds me of few fragrances at the same time. Mercedes-Benz Select, Mont Blanc Explorer. It has those sparkly bergamot at the same time has some vanilla. I don't have a notes breakdown on it, but it's kind of creamy. So I really like that. And this one, it smells familiar. The moment you spray it, like, oh, I smelled this before. So that pineapple slash pineapple leaf slash that bergamot and a little bit of a creaminess opening in the opening, very, very beautiful. So when I wear it, I really enjoy that top note. Top note is very sparkly, just like Aventus, but Aventus's original pineapple is missing in this. This is more Calabrian bergamot, that lemon heavy, just like many of the other clones. So you can say at that point Aventus cologne a little bit, okay, slash Hachivat slash Aventus, but that authentic smoky grilled pineapple is missing in this. So if you're in search of that, you're not going to find it in here. But what happens is this fragrance stays very pleasant. The price on these is around $30 to $35. It's a little bit more expensive than other cheap like Armafs, like 20 something dollars. You don't find $20 Armafs anymore nowadays. Armaf, everything is increasing in price, like 40, 50, some of the Untold and some of the other lines. They go sometimes up to $80. Okay, so they are now making the fragrance in France a little bit more upscale feel, but the bottles stay kind of like this, right? So I really enjoy that. Let me spray a little bit on my right hand for opening. Yeah, it's nice to smell from here, Yeah, really, really beautiful. Very nice, mouth watering. It's like something you want to drink. Okay, a little bit of a greenery. So all those things that I said, this is the opening. So this is like one of the best part of this fragrance. And I think people who living in the tropical countries or where it stays warm, they will definitely love the opening of it. But the thing is, the dry down, it falls a little bit uninteresting. It stays like kind of musky, kind of I don't want to say ambergris, but it's a little bit like those earthy sort of a mineral-like feel on the dry down, which makes this fragrance a little bit more body to it. It's not just like opening and then that's it, it's gone. It's not dark, it stays fruity, vanilla, green, this kind of notes, and it's very pleasant wear. And this smells like you smelled this before. It's not anything brand new, right? So if you already have, let's say, the 10 or at least 3 Aventus clones, this is not in need. Okay, you don't need this, you're not missing out much. But then again, like if you love the DNA, you like to collect, and you like this bottle even with the defect and stuff. I mean, this pouch is like this fake leather pouch, not pouch, this cover feels very cheap, because when I see this, it's not a good feeling. So anyway, let me tell you, this fragrance on me, the longevity is a strong point though. Like I was watching, I test fragrances, like how many hours they get based on the time I sprayed and until the end, when I can smell it. This gave me pretty beast mode, like for me, like 5 to 6 hours easy. Okay, shirt and skin combined. So another thing people keep asking me, bro, some of your fragrances you say 3 hours, we get like 10 hours here. Yeah, that's because the geographic location, you're in a better position where your area is not polluted, your country got much better air, less heat, humidity. So when that happens, there's no pollution around you. Fragrance tend to last longer in USA, UK, these countries, Europe, even in sometimes, like say Japan, this kind of countries. I think the weather is so beautiful, like fragrances are like gonna last longer. It's friendly for fragrances. So our countries, if you get 5 to 6 hours for perfume, that is already you can say sub beast mode, right? So this is not quite 10 out of 10, but 8. You can say solid 8 out of 10. This one I will compare to all those clones that I mentioned, but it has, I think, like, let me remind you one fragrance that I bought few months back called Hamidi Addictive Intense, right? That was a sub brand. Hamidi is a sub brand of Armaf. They made alcohol-free pure perfume version. This reminds me of that. That was very clean. This is also very clean. But that Hamidi Addictive Intense that I reviewed, the black bottle, that one has better longevity than this. But this projection on this is better because this one, they did use the perfumer's alcohol, so it projects. So sadly, the Hamidi one lasts very nice, but I have to literally do this after 1 hour to smell that perfume. This one, I don't need to do it. 2 sprays on your shoulders, 1 on your chest and couple on your arms, 5 to 6 sprays, great for everyday usage. This is such a versatile perfume like Dior Sauvage, Aventus. These ones you can wear day in, day out. daytime, nighttime, anytime summer, great. Even in mild cold weathers, fall, this is good, very good, versatile perfume. Okay, but the few places where this is going to lose mark is the packaging being a little bit cheap. But I like this Zippo lighter sort of theme. Sprayer is better, but I think the redundancy, right? Like maybe you want something like Aventus, the new X-Rate. What is that fragrance? Aventus Perfume. What's the latest one? If you really want, maybe they should release something of that version. It has a little bit of that, but it does not have that barbershoppy feel that you get from Sauvage Elixir. So maybe they could have added a little bit more, like a oud or something, a little bit of a barbershoppy feel, or lavender a little bit more. They would give you like Aventus Absolute. Yes, that's the fragrance, the black bottle. So that would be a great clone to have, and people can go gaga over it, because that thing literally is like $500 for 75 mil or so, right? That's very expensive. But you can use it as alternative. All the Aventus is more or less, like they have this common DNA, that citrusy, apple, pineapple. They all three of them, and even the women's one, it has a little bit more sparkly juiciness. But you get that familiar vibe. So you smell this DNA. You go out in the crowd, like at least 80% of the time, people will smell like this, but you cannot distinguish what they're wearing, because they're literally like tons of flankers and tons of clones. So this is just another clone done well, solid. But if you already have many Aventus clones, you don't need it. But if you are experimental, you just want to see what is a little bit difference, what is that Hachivat feel that you're talking about. Yeah, you get a little bit of the Hachivat, the newer version. It has a less vanillic, less powdery, less thick. It has that Hachivat slash Aventus cologne feel. Okay, overall this fragrance still gets a solid 8 for the quality of the juice, and there's no alcohol blast. That is the best thing, and doesn't burn my skin. So these are good points, but the criticisms are, could be redundant for you. There's DNA. Second thing is the $35-40 wherever you have to pay, maybe it's a little bit more than some of the other, let's say Latafa or houses like Fragrance World. You can get cheaper version, but longevity is solid. Remember that. Okay, it's a very good long-lasting perfumes. Armaf Tigre, 8 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching, and let me do one more, then we'll upload this. Have a nice day. Bye bye.